All right, guys. So I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. I'm gonna take y'all back to 2018 when I had the last real conversation with my brother. Now I still have all the text messages that went back and forth between me and my brother, right? So back in 2018, I had brought up to him that you don't know what these people in the cult are really a part of. I said if their God told them to come sacrifice us, they probably would. Now keep in mind, guys, this is what I said in 2018 when I was supposedly right, not you know, or don't know what's going on. Let me tell y'all something, man. God is amazing. He'll put something in your heart when it needs to get put there. I'm telling y'all, years before it even happens or whatever. So I just remember telling my brother, say, you don't know what these cult motherfuckers would do. You don't know who they really worship. You see what I'm saying? And he kind of took offense to it, right? See, the problem with these half siblings is that they all got like daddy mommy issues. Even though they 40 in their 40s going on 50, still got daddy issues. Can't go for go for themselves. Still seeking the love and validation of parents that supposedly weren't there. And I don't know how many times I've told these individuals that they didn't have it any better than I did. Matter of fact, I probably had it worse because I had to deal with these two individuals and I was by myself. Wish I had a brother and sister there to witness. At least, well, actually, now that I'm older, I don't. But I'm just saying, as a child, you wish you had your brothers and sisters there. So when they was complaining and being jealous and all this stuff, treat me like I was a golden child. They was judging me being a golden child from the standpoint of I had two parents. They thought I just had everything, and it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that at all. Okay, it was scary coming home from school and not having nobody to talk to when you're dealing with a bully or when you're dealing with any kind of domestic situation. That's why I know being alone has made me a lot tougher. I'm definitely tougher than individuals who think it's cute to talk about one individual's life, their whole life, that ain't done absolutely nothing to them. And that's the crazy thing about people actually thought, I know I brought this up before, but people actually thought I didn't know that they was watching me on YouTube. And they was sitting up there judging me based on my youth. Guys, let me tell y'all something. You don't know you can't judge somebody. I don't care how much you like a person. You cannot judge them from a YouTube channel. I had to learn that the hard way. Never judge nobody from no goddamn YouTube channel. And even when you meet the motherfucker, you still might not know who they is until you live with them for a year. We talked about that. All right? We talked about that. So that was the first time I had mentioned anything about people sacrificing people to my brother. And I had told him, we were talking about how things was when he was little. I told him that, I said, well, basically, it was like you the sacrifice. This is what I told my brother, folks, in 2018 on a telephone conversation that he took offense to. I said, basically, you was like the sacrifice. But I meant it from the standpoint of him being the firstborn. And usually the firstborn gets the most shit from the parents, is the firstborn. And then the secondborn is like kind of like, they learn from the things they did to the firstborn. So I meant it from that perspective, and not the perspective of maybe somebody could have took his life. I just found it very strange that nobody told me how my brother died. And then when I tried to chime in during the scamdemic, my so-called father gives me a code to chime in on the computer, and the code didn't work. And then when I came to Chicago, asked him how this dude died, he said he don't know. I just found it strange that my brother's wife would die in a few weeks, he would die later. Didn't make any sense to me. If somebody in their 40s, I don't care, even if he did have health conditions. Black people don't usually die in their 40s, especially both around the same time. Okay? And if these people did do some death rituals on him, let me tell you something, you cannot touch God's anointed. You only can touch who God allow you to touch if you want to get somebody touched. That's why you have to do your homework first, because if you come after an anointed person, that's your ass. Because now you're just getting reckless. You're just getting reckless, and you're not doing your homework, and you're putting a lot of people's souls in jeopardy just for coming after an anointed person. I don't know if these individuals know. Do they even understand that? It seems like they don't. Sitting around all their lives talking about me, guys. These motherfuckers they made me a star. And like I told y'all before, all the people that they think that they sabotage, obviously that shit wasn't shit anyway. Whether we're talking about jobs, girlfriends, I haven't even had that many girlfriends in my life. Okay? I've spent most of my life solo, y'all. And I sat back and I just waited until God can make something perfect for me, because I'm not type of individual. I don't settle for less. I wait till God delivers it to me. That's what I do. I'm not settling for less. And I damn sure ain't having no karmic ass children either. Fuck that shit. I ain't having no children, no goddamn karmic. The hell with that. No. But anyway, so 2018, I told my brother he was a sacrifice. Now, every time I spoke to a so-called family member, guys, I want to let y'all know, I always, how I tell you I'm very transparent? I always talk to people in a way as if, what if the whole world's listening to you? What if the president's listening to you? Whoever the fuck, what if they listening to you? What if God is listening to you? That's why I keep it real with people, because God is listening to me. You think you're not going to be punished for being a fake, phony motherfucker? You crazy as hell. Archangel Metatron records everything, right? That we do. And no, I'm not perfect. But I'm just saying, when I used to talk to family members on the phone, I always kept in mind well, first of all, I just be myself. I say what needs to be said. I don't say nothing extra outside of that, because I ain't no hater. But I always spoke to people in a way that if other family members were listening or somebody was on three-way call, I make sure I spoke in a certain way. But let me tell you something, guys. When you focus on one person for too long, you can find a reason to hate a motherfucker. I don't care if it's your wife. If you just focus on everything she doing and saying all day long, you will find a reason to hate your goddamn wife. So these people were just actually looking for a reason. And if you look for a reason to hate a motherfucker, you're going to find a reason. And of course, then they just blow it up and they start talking about me amongst themselves again. All this trumped up shit. And see, and thing is, when you can't find nobody, but then you resort to lies, that's your ass. That's your ass. When you can't find nothing on a motherfucker that you got to go back and resort to lying, you fucking doomed. You're doomed. And there's no escape from it. It's forbidden to sit there and slander somebody. That's the worst witchcraft you can ever do. Is just lie on somebody. That's crazy as hell. So I just wanted to tell you about that. My brother, unfortunately, I don't know what happened to him, but unfortunately, he made the mistake of thinking these people were his friends, and they weren't. Everybody thought they was gonna come against me, and that's the whole thing about it. These individuals who sit around talking about me all day, they don't even get along with each other. They need to be looking over their back from what the other one planned on doing to them instead of talking about me. That's what they need to be doing.